It's gone from bad to worse in California. 500,000 evacuees and counting as high winds and intense temperatures stoke raging wildfires. Police raided his warehouse. Now David Copperfield's tour suddenly disappears. And giving deadbeat dads the boot to make them pay up. In other news, the state hopes that the boot will force deadbeat dads to pay up. NBC5's Charlie Wojciechowski explains.
They can be very effective for unpaid parking tickets, but now the state will have the power of the Denver boot to go after parents who fail to make child support payments. With the background of children at a West Side daycare center, legislators and Blagojevich administration officials outlined the bill, which the governor has already signed into law.
Because this money belongs to the children. It is not about anything but the money that's owed to the children for their daily lives.
The measure, known as Senate Bill 1035, would not only allow the state to immobilize vehicles with the boot, but it would also allow for the suspension of driving privileges, as well as add severance pay to the definition of income for wage withholding purposes.
What this is about today is not so much taking away your license or booting your car, but about having a relationship with your children.
But boots and driving suspensions can bring in big money, $10 million annually, in the 20 states that allow it.
But the state doesn't have any boots of its own, so they're going to have to depend upon municipalities to add failure to pay child support to the list of bootable offenses.
Another tool, flagging passport renewals, was a big help to struggling custodial parents like Janet Mercer.
It's a small portion of what he owes, but it's going to help.
But fathers' rights advocates worry about the effects of the new law.
Many of them are unemployed or underemployed. They don't need to be beaten into a corner and humiliated. They need help, not prosecution.
The state says that's what it wants to avoid. That's why there'll be at least 2 notices before a car is booted. The provision, they say, will be only used as a last resort. On the West Side, Charlie Wojciechowski, NBC5 News.
And this is the topic of our NBC5 web question. Should authorities boot the cars of deadbeat parents? Log on to NBC5.com to vote. We'll have results